When we go out to eat, we never agree on where to go.
I want burgers!
Pizza.
Tacos it is.
The one thing we do agree on is we all want unlimited high-speed data. That's why we switched to Metro PCS.
Stop by Metro PCS with the whole family and get 4 lines with unlimited LTE data for just $100, period. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figure it out.
Coverage not available in some areas. Offers require port and of number not currently active on T-Mobile network. During congestion, the fraction of customers using more than 35 gigs per month may notice reduced speeds. Video streams at up to 40p. No tethering. See store for details and terms and conditions.
This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 969. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and we are rushing up to episode 1000. The first podcast on iTunes to hit that number, I haven't gone that far back in Stitcher. I'm pretty sure that would be the first one as well to hit that one in the job search category. And today, I've got another one of those fun interview questions, or I should say fun questions that people ask me from time to time. And this question is, why don't employers ask for a letter of recommendation? Hope you find my answer helpful. Hope you give the show 5 stars on iTunes or Stitcher. It helps other people discover the show. And in addition, connect with me on Facebook. That's No BS Coaching Advice on Facebook. Connect with me on LinkedIn, linkedin.com/IN/ The Big Game Hunter. I'm just going to remind you, if you didn't hear my earlier show, I am not going to be releasing a show on New Year's Day. I'll be back on January 2nd and doing things unrelated to interviewing. After one entire year of shows on interviewing, I'm going to broaden the category just like I have with my other show, Job Search Radio. By the way, do you know that I also do No BS Coaching Advice? Subscribe to that one as well. I do it less frequently than these two shows. It's just some thoughts I have from time to time that I think you'd enjoy. And now, let's get going. Why don't employers ask for a letter of recommendation? Good question. Generally asked by a less experienced person rather than a more experienced person. Asked of a recent grad or someone else who's new to their career. Let me answer the question directly. If you were handed a letter of recommendation, how would you know it was truthful? Seriously, how would you know? Why couldn't this just be the candidate's best friend writing up a wonderful letter and suggesting it came from a former employer, a former coworker, or anything else along those lines? The answer is there's no way to prove it. If anything, it's easy to prove fraud. After all, these days, people go to LinkedIn, they do Google searches, they see where things intersect and decide for themselves, this person's lying to me. Letters of recommendation have the potential for fraud, and as a result, they seem valueless to employers. Yeah, you can offer them if you like. They'll probably say, sure, no problem, happy to have one, and never look at it again. They may take a quick glance at it in the interview, but I know if someone's emailing one of them to me, I don't care, because what is this person going to say? Are they ever going to say something like, this person was awful. This is the worst hire we've ever had. Once you have the letter of recommendation, you know that this person is being recommended, so there's no reason to read it. What's special about it? Now, if you gave a video of someone and it was real, that is, it was someone who you could be substantiated as being a former manager, former coworker, preferably manager, who would say wonderful things about you on camera, that's different. It's kind of like what internet marketers do with having video testimonials on their website, talking about things that, the successes that they've had for people. So, in general, a physical letter of recommendation is a waste of time. Having a resume that includes a hyperlink to a video testimonial that someone gives you, that has a possibility. But even then, if someone goes to this person's LinkedIn profile, let's say I was giving a recommendation on camera, said, my name is Jeff Altman, and if you visit my profile, you'll see that so-and-so and I worked with one another at a point in the past. And let me just give you a sense of what this person's work was like. That's got a different gist to it than just that simple. I think that Jeff was a swell employee. He worked very hard. I would recommend him highly to. Who cares what you think? It's the same crap. However, video is different. It's got a human quality to it. So that's where it has the possibility. And that person better be good on camera. If they're not good on camera, it's not going to show well for you. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here's a few ways to engage with me. First of all, I just want to say that I no longer do recruiting. I coach people to perform at a high level. So again, I no longer do recruiting. But if you visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us, look at the tabs on the top and you'll see a menu of choices for you. First of all, you can hire me to do a resume and or LinkedIn profile critique, interview preparation, helping you with a salary negotiation, answering your question, advising you about a decision you have to make about job offers. That's all there as an option. I can do a job search makeover with you where we critique everything you've been doing in your search up until that point and come up with alternatives. If you're relatively early in your search, we can do a complete coaching program where I work with you from beginning to end. It's in half-hour increments, so it doesn't take a lot of time in each session, and that's another way you can do it. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing with folks who like the show and are interested in my help. Lastly, I also want to mention I've got a lot of information at thebiggamehunter.us, and at times it seems like it's too much. So you can look at the best of my material at JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, where I have curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read that'll help you find work more quickly. Again, that's JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, hope you have a great day. Take care.
When we go out to eat, we never agree on where to go.
I want burgers.
Pizza.
Tacos it is.
The one thing we do agree on is we all want unlimited high-speed data. That's why we switched to Metro PCS.
Stop by Metro PCS with the whole family and get 4 lines with unlimited LTE data for just $100, period. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figured out.
Coverage not available in some areas. Offers require port and of number not currently active on T-Mobile network. During congestion, the fraction of customers using more than 35 gigs per month may notice reduced speeds. Video streams at up to 40p. No tethering. See store for details and terms and conditions.
When we go out to eat, we never agree on where to go.
I want burgers.
Pizza.
Tacos it is.
The one thing we do agree on is we all want unlimited high-speed data. That's why we switched to Metro PCS.
Stop by Metro PCS with the whole family and get 4 lines with unlimited LTE data for just $100, period. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figured out.
Coverage not available in some areas. Offers require port and of number not currently active on T-Mobile network. During congestion, the fraction of customers using more than 35 gigs per month may notice reduced speeds. Video streams at up to 40p. No tethering. See store for details and terms and conditions.